If you could just give me a quick rundown of who Cain Velasquez is. Nothing crazy, just a quick intro.
Well, two-time heavyweight champion in the UFC. One of the coaches at American Kickboxing Academy now. So as far as just the MMA world goes, I was basically a striker, wrestler, ground and pound. So if anybody's willing to learn that, I'm willing to teach it. So that's kind of what I'm doing here. Come over to this side.
In the front.
Guys, we're gonna go over some takedown setup. Okay. So I obviously use a lot of wrestling. I fought. When I started doing MMA, and I started really taking my time with striking. And I started understanding striking a little more. I figured out that wrestling's easier in MMA because you can set up with strikes. So I really had to learn the technique of striking. And what is that? Taking your time to strike, sit down, throw your body into it. Okay? Not trying to rush on. I'm just trying to hit them and get out. No, man, you gotta commit. If you're gonna sit there and throw, yes, you wanna make it nice and quick. Yes, you don't wanna telegraph, right? You wanna do all the stuff correctly as you come in, but you need to make those punches with quality. And how do you do that?
My first question, who were your influences along your martial arts journey? I know you started with wrestling, but who were your main influences that said, hey, light bulb moment, that you said, hey, this is for me?
Yeah, I just knew I wanted to do it, man, when I was in college.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, I've never done it before then, but just having like a strong influence in martial arts as a kid, watching movies,
Mm-hmm.
just kind of practicing on my own. I would do like forms with weapons and stuff, and I would just get sticks and just do that.
Yeah.
So I just love martial arts and just love doing it on my own without being taught it.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I started wrestling, I saw that MMA was growing. So I just knew I wanted to start doing that. I wanted to learn some boxing. I wanted to learn the kicking and that wrestling was still a big influence in MMA. I decided just to kind of do that. Yeah. I want to get into a single leg position. Okay. A single leg, and I mean, there's a way to do it, right? A single leg. Here. I don't want to do this in MMA. Why? Yeah. This I can still get hit, but it's a little harder, right? So let's just do the jab. Let's just do that. Just come over that and then push them back. Boom. Hard to be hit. You go to the jab. Boom. Go to the jab. Boom. Keep me going back. Boom. I'm going. My turn. I move. I will just say it. All right. I make sure I push them back. Stay out or stay back. Let's do that real quick. Kind of mess around, get the feel for it. Make sure you get the head back. Okay? Real clap on 2. 1, 2. Go.
So speaking on wrestling, with wrestling being a known sport for youth and a part of school programs, do you think that later on in time, do you think that we should have an MMA program as well, or some type of martial arts program for schools and for the youth?
For the youth, I think it needs to be different. I don't think necessarily like the blows to the heads and everything should be a part of the youth. I think something where you can involve like no hits to the head,
Mm-hmm.
and you can do that,
Mm-hmm.
and add like the wrestling, the jiu-jitsu. Who knows where it's going to go as far as the popularity goes?
Right.
I see it like the sky's the limit.
Yeah.
But again, when you have to, we're talking about kids, when we talk about youth, we also got to keep them safe.
Exactly.
As safe as possible.
Right.
Any blows to the head, no, it's out of the question. But you can do something where it's just body, body stuff. If kids are really into it, but I think something like that could be possible. Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Let's just say a school came up to you, hey, Cain, can you show us something? We're implementing a program.
Yeah, if a school was interested to do something like that, whether it be like a university, I saw Uriah Faber is doing some stuff with.
Sacramento State is the first university, not just in the nation, but in the world, to have a collegiate pathway into professional combat sports. Combat U. Let's go! So we partnered with Uriah Faber, UFC Hall of Famer, one of the best mixed martial artists in the world. And I have to admit, as a fan of mixed martial arts, one of my favorite fighters of all time. And it just so happens that he has his gym, which is only a few blocks from campus, Uriah Faber's Ultimate Fitness, where Team Alpha trains out of, one of the best MMA gyms in the entire world, and it's just right next door to Sacramento State. And so what is Combat U? Uriah Faber is our executive coach. We've got an amazing coaching team who are helping to support our students in being able to participate in combat sport. And essentially what we're doing is we're creating an experience where students can come, they can train, they can learn.
Part of a degree or something like that, like it's a part of their university.
Right.
So yeah, if a school would wanted to learn something like that, incorporate that into their school, then yeah, I'd be open to it. Yeah. So, because this is now MMA, it's easier to set. Now that you set it, it's easier. But here, look, you did this. So now it's this. Step in. Yep.
What advice do you have for the youth that feel like that they're lost or they're just not sure of things?
With the youth, man, just continue to grow at your own pace. Find something you love to do. Be okay with yourself. Be okay with other people. Be in them as well. But you gotta find something you love to do, and you gotta share that with others. Don't get caught up in what the world's going through and all that. Like, enough where it takes you out of your own peace.
Right.
Like, just something that makes you happy.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Share that with people.
I've always thought that when it comes to martial arts, and this is my recent thought, I was just thinking that, like, if everybody knew at least the self-defense part, understanding fighting, understanding, what's the capabilities of actually hurting someone, I think people will have a general idea of, like, you know what, that's the last resort. Do you think, that's a proper approach to things, or?
Martial arts is a sacred form of learning. People that don't know anything about it, they think we're just going in there and, like, it's just a muscle game, and it's basically that. It's way more than that. I believe one of the highest forms of learning you can do.
Right.
It's learn how to be in controlled chaos, being one with your mind, being one with your body, being so attentive to the present moment that nothing else matters. It's ultimate learning of yourself in a crazy way.
Right.
Yeah, it's discipline. It's love. It's so many different emotions all wrapped into one. Stand up. DC, right? All that. There? Yes. But positioning, man, you gotta do that position. This works on the movement. I'm doing it a little slow. Walk through it again. Not low, I'm high. Down. I'm going quick step. Face up. Whoa. Bam. Let me do it one more time slow. Boom. Down. Not working. Down. Face step. What's he saying? I don't let him. I keep going here. He moves my body. If they're heavy and I don't want to pick them up, I can just do this. That's what I'll do normally. Okay? So when you want to lift, go lift. Boom. Lift. Now from here, if I just dump him down, he's gonna go arms down on his belly. I can do this. Trap his arm, down, go real slow. One more. Big step. Go slow. Okay? Walk around, help everybody. Good questions. 1, 2.
With the new generations of fighters on the rise in MMA, who do you believe is an overall well-rounded MMA fighter? Whoever's in competition right now?
Well, Islam, one of my teammates.
Mm-hmm.
He's pound for pound the best fighter, and he is. He's proved it to be. He is. John Jones, the GOAT, greatest of all time. Can't take that away from him. What he's done in the octagon, he is. Mm-hmm. And he's lasted and he's done it over and over and over again. He's complete fighter. Yeah, those two come to mind right now.
What are your thoughts on the current state of the heavyweight division, as far in the UFC?
I think there's always some, but like Aspinall is doing great. Mm-hmm. The thing is with fighting, man, or anything, any sport, there's always a competitor that's gunning for the top guys.
Right.
That's what makes it interesting. So I think it's always going to be interesting. People are always going to be joining the UFC. Stars are going to rise. Stars are going to fall. You know, there's always going to be fights that make it interesting for the fans. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And with the fight last night, what are your thoughts on Alex Pereira?
Amazing. Mm-hmm. Fucking awesome, man. He's doing great. I love what he brings to it all. Like, just his attitude toward the game, his fighting style, how dangerous he is. Like, amazing. I love it.
Especially with what I saw last night. It's just amazing that the game has evolved that much and how much people can evolve along with the game as well. Yes. What are your thoughts on that, as a matter of fact?
It's all personal preference, man. Like, you don't know until somebody does it. Like, can they evolve? Mm-hmm. You know, can they make the adjustments? It's just like this different form of learning. You know, it's a different form of it's a different sport. You know, because there's different aspects to it. But you won't know unless somebody tries it if they can evolve to the sport or not. Mm. He comes in. Look at I'm gonna do with my hands. Here, he locks up. I bounce. Look where my knee's at. Now, knee goes straight down. I don't let him rest, I go straight down. I kind of like make a border between him and I. You know, no shoes on, a lot harder. Get sweaty, really hard. I'll do this all day. Like I'm taking my pants off. I need to take, he comes in, look, straight down, and this here. I don't care if he follows me. I got something between him and I. I follow him. Straight down. He's ever hold on to my shoe with no shoes on? He's not. Okay? Comes in, grabs, down. Crosswalk. Try to tag my ankle, take it out. I still got something between him and I. This especially. I'm not letting him get me closer. I'm not letting him come in and me stay. No. Keeping him. Comes forward. I keep him there. So, the time comes in, goes, you can go again, go slow with this. Comes in. Almost gonna knee him. Be careful. Be careful. So I want your head up. Head's down. I'm gonna knee him. So come in. Your sparring or whatever, it can be good. Now be careful. Whoa. Okay? Try that, be careful. We don't need anybody in the face right now. Questions? 1, 2.
Now that you're retired, what's the next set of goals for Cain? Especially when it comes to martial arts. Do you have any plans for that?
Just keep helping others.
Mm-hmm.
Helping others grow. If people are willing to listen and want that and they want me to share, then I'm open to sharing. Yeah.
Where you're at now, is there any regrets to as far as in your career? Is there anybody you wish you would have had a rematch with? Is there any other heavyweights that you wish you would have gone toe to toe with?
No, I think I believe I did exactly what I had to do in those situations, and as long as I learn from them and I don't live there constantly like with regret, I'm okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I made peace with it all, with myself, with my career. Then I'm good, man. I did what I had to do.
Right.
I love what I did. That's it.
Bob, what you got coming up next?
I got nothing coming up, man. Just thank you for everyone for the support, and I just love what I do, man. And if that's fighting, if that's anything else, like I'm just appreciative that I get to be here and I don't know, share knowledge.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey everyone, this is Cain Velasquez, and you're watching 7 Fight 7.